Hi and welcome to Coffee with My Sunshine. Today I am going to be doing some vintage inspired cottage style DIYs, and I'm going to be using this basket that I already had. I wanted it to be this lighter brown color. Obviously you can see it's got many rainbow colors going on. I tried to put bleach on it, I tried to stain it, I tried to do everything. The color did not come off, so I thought the next best thing would be to paint it. I should have started with painting it brown, but I made the mistake of painting it this antique white, and then I'm going to go over it with a few different browns that I mixed up. Some darker browns, some oranges, and I'm just going to try and get kind of like a natural, like a brown basket color, I guess. And really with this, I don't have any technique. I'm just kind of layering the colors and seeing what I like. If it's too dark, I add a little bit more of the antique white. And then I added some orange because I thought it would look more natural. And here it is all finished. I think it's really pretty. It's like got a calming cottage farmhouse feel to it. I also wanted to mention that today's video is in collaboration with this giant group of extremely talented ladies. They are some of my really good YouTube friends. This is a Friend Friday hop, and it is put on by Heidi Sambol. So basically what you do is you're going to watch my video and then go into my description box and click on the link that I have available. You're not going to know who you're hopping to, but I guarantee you will get tons of inspiration from all these ladies. So be sure to just keep hopping to the next video. I know you'll love it. I think these are really fun to watch. So for my next project, I'm using this old craft that I did with this big gallon jug. I just soaked off the chalk paint and scrubbed it with some Dr. Bronner's soap and an SOS pad. For this next part, you're gonna need 1.5 tablespoons of water, 3 drops of food coloring, and 1 tablespoon of Elmer's glue. And we are going to give this kind of like a coastal vintage blue color. I've done this before in one of my Trash to Treasures, but I thought it would be really pretty on this gallon jug. I've seen them a lot at stores and stuff, so I wanted to try and recreate it. And this is my inspiration. I just love this. This is actually a vintage mason jar. So after I mixed my colors, I just applied it, and I found doing this a couple different ways that this brush is my favorite because it doesn't leave streaks like the other ones do. It's just one of those really thin fan brushes. And I couldn't get the paint off here, so I'm just going to have to go over it with the blue. And you'll also want to do really thin coats. That way you don't get the streaks. Because if you do heavy coats, you're just going to see each line. And I think I did 3 thin coats. For the last coat, I just added a little bit more food coloring. I did another drop of blue and another drop of green. And I waited for each layer to dry, or each coat. And then you just keep coating it until you're happy with the color. And I like in this original piece that it has bubbles. So when I went over it with my last coat, I kind of went back and forth like crazy with the brush just to get some bubbles. I'm really happy with how it turned out, but I might do another coat. For this next one, I'm using this Dollar Tree mirror. I've used it before in other projects. And I am also using, it's Coroplast, but you can also use, what's it called? Foam board. And then I'm just taking this Dollar Tree bucket to trace the outside. We're going to make a kind of like a little coastal kind of mirror, or farmhouse beaded mirror. And this one, I went through many different ideas on it because I just wasn't happy with it. It wasn't turning out how I wanted. So I took some brown paint and a baby wipe. I found that this is my most recent favorite technique to use to create like a wood look. So you just take a baby wipe while the paint is still wet and go over it. And it's more natural looking, I think. And then I'm taking the mirror and I painted it white and then did the same brown over it. And I'm taking these beads that I already had and gluing them around the mirror and painting them brown. And here is where I wasn't happy. I added this rope that I had. It's not the like the really thick, pretty coastal or rope that you see in like coastal decor. It's more like, I don't know, something that you'd get at like the hardware store. So it was all fringed, like it had that fringe to it, and it's yellow, and I just wasn't happy with it. So I thought maybe if I painted it all white, I would like it. Nope, didn't like it. Was not happy with it. So I tried painting the rope, and then I tried distressing the beads and the mirror, which I was happy with those. And then I finally found a scrap piece of this rope that I was looking for, that I've seen in like coastal decor and stuff, which I need to get more of. But once stores open and stuff, I'll be able to restock my stash. And then I just removed the other rope and glued this stuff on, and then added another kind of rope on the outside so you couldn't see the edge of the Coroplast. For this next one, I wanted to kind of recreate this vintage metal basket because I think they look so cool in decor, like on bookshelves and stuff. So I am just taking this Dollar Tree basket that I had, painting it silver. It's like a metallic silver I got from my local hardware store. And then I am taking this gray chalk paint that's a little bit darker and kind of dabbing it all around so that I get the worn metal look, so it's not so shiny. And then to create that little number tag, I'm just taking some cardboard and cutting it into the shape that I wanted. And then I'm going to paint it with another silver and also the chalk paint to make it look a little bit more rustic. And then I'm taking some tacks and coloring them black, and then added a little bit of gray paint over them just to make it look like the original piece. And then wrote the numbers on with a marker. It doesn't look exactly the same, but from a distance, I think it would be hard to tell. And I think it would be really cute on a shelf or something. For this next one, I am taking a dollar store glass jar and some sand that you can get at the dollar store as well, and a dollar store plate, and some florals. I'm just hot gluing the cup or jar, whatever it is, onto the plate, and then adding florals around it. I saw something similar online and I thought it was just really pretty sitting on a pedestal stand. So I'm using the one that I used in my last, I think it was my last DIY. I'll link that above anyway. Then I just hot glued the florals around it. And I'm adding a candle to the center, and this one is from Antique Candle Company. I just received a package from them because I am a candle tester, which is so fun. So if you want to be a candle tester in the future, check out their website and they have all the information there. Or if you want to buy some of these yummy candles, just click on my link in my description box and it will take you right to their site. I know a ton of you love them. I know I do. They're my favorite candles to use. They don't bother my throat or my nose or my son's at all. I think this one's really pretty. I like it. It's just nice and summery. For my last one, I am using a cutting board and these little, I think they're napkin rings from the dollar store, and I'm going to paint them. I think after seeing it finished, I'm going to give it like a brown coating on the napkin rings because it stands out, they stand out too much. But after I painted them, I'm just hot gluing them on the bottom because this is going to be a cute little stand for my kitchen. That's probably the simplest DIY ever. But I hope you liked all of these. Don't forget to check out my description box and click on the next link to hop on over to the next video. So don't forget to show them some love and tell them I sent you. If you're not part of my YouTube family, I would love to have you subscribe and join in on the fun. I hope you're staying safe and happy and have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye!